What's going on, RC enthusiasts? Check it out. I have my C14 kit right here. This right here is my 3D printed parts upgrades. That's what this video is about right here. So let's go ahead and let's get into the 3D part upgrade on this thing. Well, as you can tell right here, I've got some TRD wheels. I haven't painted them or anything. You guys have seen the ones where I painted the actual rim chrome on the other video. The one right before this one. This one I decided to leave all black. Kind of fits the theme of the car, you know, really dark looking theme right here with the red accents. Little roll bar right here that I printed. Now this file is part of a bigger file that actually prints out a bed, prints out a battery tray and stuff holder right here. But since I already have that, because this is not a C24, which this was meant for, I just printed the bar and these two rear bars right here. And I just screwed it on here, and I just had to modify back there a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but I just had to trim right here a little bit to fit these bars down into here and screw them into the stock location, and still use the stock box and everything. Everything still works great. So yeah, no interference with that. I can still get my batteries in there. Obviously, you see the tire mounted up here. That's also part of the files that come with this roll cage. And that's for the tire mount. It's got the top and bottom plate that mounts on there, so you can tell. Now mine's not perfect, but you know, if it's usable, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to reprint it if it just screwed it up a little bit right here. It didn't print this whole piece right here. Kind of broke off, but it works enough for me. Next, so you can tell right here, is the front bumper. It's a Rock Smasher front bumper. I know you can see my stock C24 bottom end still on there. I just painted it black because I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep this on or not, or put the stock bumper back on here. So I just painted it black, but if I'm going to end up keeping this on here, I will trim this off right here to kind of match flush all the way up to here. So that way it just looks like it just has this bumper up front, which is pretty cool because this bumper is actually attached with two screws back here. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's just flat. This bumper is just flat in the back, and I just drilled two holes for some screws to go in for where like the stock slots are back here, and it holds it in place perfectly right there. And it's a pretty nice bumper, printed out pretty nicely. Next, I'm going to show you the rock sliders. These rock sliders right here are the ones with a kicker. Now this kicker is right here, you know, for scale. Looks more like when you need to walk up to your rig and hop onto here to get to the back, you know, so that's what they're for. But I decided to keep this longer one on here instead of cutting it short right here, because when you're sliding over a rock, let's say my hand's a rock, my fist is a rock right here. When I'm sliding over the rock, it goes over the front tire, slides through here. Now instead of sucking all the way up in here and potentially not making this tire go over it, now it'll just slide onto here and get onto the tire, and the tire should be able to go over that obstacle. So it's just a little performance mod right there. The rear bumper right here, it's just super glued on. I didn't print properly, so I didn't want to reprint it again, so I just super glued down here and super glued up here in between the bumper and the frame, and it holds it on there nicely. Check it out. It's not going anywhere. So that's pretty good. Showed you most of my printed upgrades on here. Next other one, I'm pretty sure you guys already noticed it. It's going to be this visor right here, sunshade right there. It's a pretty straightforward print. I just had to trim it a little bit here because the way it was printed and stuff, this sunshade kind of tilts up a little bit more, and I want it to be a little bit more flush, so I just trimmed it over here and made it more flush, and I just super glued it on there. And the last upgrade, or accessories, it's going to be right here. It's going to be your sand tracks, your extra traction when you need it, you know. Put it down by your tire right here to give you more traction. So those are pretty cool. I've also printed those in 10th scale. You can see the difference between 10th scale and this one. I did kind of just minimize on my own. I just made the file smaller, and I just measured it so that it fits just like how this one fits on a 10 scale. This one goes over the tires just like this one goes over 10 scale tires. So that's how I did it, and look at the size difference right there. But yeah, that's all I did was resize it, the STL file. Back on there. And last but not least, I just want to see your opinion on this other 3D print I did, guys. It's a little bit of a deep dish wheel right here. I printed it in silver. Let me close up that one so you guys can see what it looks like close up. So you can see it's a deep dish, a little wider than stock. But what do you guys think? Should I go with those rims and tires? Or should I stick to the TRD ones? Well, let me know. I do like the TRD ones. It looks a lot more simple, you know, more rugged and old school and like a beat up truck. Well, not really a beat up truck, but a truck you can beat on more than something that looks pretty. But it is very accessorized at the moment, and I do like it. I mean, look at this thing. It's pretty cool, huh? What do you guys think? And yes, if you guys have noticed, this has no servo up front right now. I did have to rob that for my C24 4-wheel steering rig. And this one right here still doesn't have a steering servo in it. It's going to need a steering servo and an ESC receiver combo or electronics. All it has in here right now is the motor and the transmission and the drive shaft. Everything's complete. It just needs, you know, the electronics. But this is the closest truck to stock I have. I do have the metal upgraded ring and pinion in the rear already, but the front is still plastic on this one. And this is the truck that I decided I'm going to just replace stuff as it breaks. And so far, I have plastic drive shafts, still the original plastic single speed with a 180 transmission from the kit. Now I have the metal ring and pinion in the back, still the stock metal ring or metal pinion and plastic ring up front that came with this kit. So yeah, the kit has been lasting pretty well, actually, surprisingly, with those drive shafts. I mean, they are worn out. You could tell they could use a replacing soon. But yeah, there you guys go. I didn't want to make this video any longer. It's pretty long already as it is. This is my C14 kit that is now 3D printed parts on it that makes it even look more scale and more customized, so it look different from other people's builds on the trails, you know? Just in case you bump into other people, yours will look different. So that's what's cool about 3D printing so far that I've experienced. All these parts that I normally lust over and just look at and see, oh, how would that look like on my truck? You know, would this look cool on my truck? Well, now I can just 3D print it, and if I end up not liking it, I can give it away to somebody else or maybe recycle these parts somehow, some other way. But yes, guys, that's pretty much it for this, guys. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen in the background, I have these boxes back here that was purposely put there by me just because I just wanted to show you guys what's going to be next on my channel. I did receive these from WPL to show you guys the differences between the B14 kit. I'm pointing at the wrong one right now. That's the B14 kit right there. That's just a regular kit, but it's also updated. So just to clarify things, these 3 items you see right here, this box, this one, and this one, these are all updated items right here. These are all their newer stuff. As you can tell, there's a different box from their old yellow ready to runs that look like crates and stuff. This is the new ready to run box right here. And the new kit, regular kit versions, which are also updated. And of course, the B14 KM. They wrote the M in there because they don't have a specific box for that yet, but there you go. That's probably how you're going to get it too. But don't worry, it's going to be a KM in there. So yeah, I just wanted to put this out just to show you guys that I am going to be coming out with 3 new videos that's going to showcase an RTR version to see what's upgraded on here and how much this thing can handle, and I'll do a trail run with it and everything. And then I'll have this regular kit that I'll show you what's included with this as well, and maybe show you a little build video. Try to get as detailed with it as I can without making the video too long. And obviously the B14 KM right here, which I'm pretty sure you guys are all interested in because this is what I'm most interested in right here. It's a kit I always recommend to people, is to try to go to the top of the top that they have if you can, because you're going to get all the upgrade parts that you would want anyway. So you might as well go ahead and get it all together in here, and all you're going to need to do is stuff like this to modify it. Well, alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, be safe out there, have fun. Until next time, when these videos come out, go run that RC.